1981. A good year for asteroids.
Dee, 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 dee.
You're gonna run
Lord,
out.
I remember that sound.
Yeah. What's surprising though is Asteroids was actually an actual Atari game in the arcades.
Yeah, I remember this being in the arcades.
Yeah, it was 1979, and you had like buttons to do hyperspace, buttons to thrusters.
Never use thrusters. Never use your thrusters, because that's how you got killed.
What if I hyperspaced myself to an area of the screen and then I needed to get back to the center?
The thing is about that is that anytime you move, whether it was hyperspace or thrusters,
You die.
I died.
Well, you died.
Thrusters, because thrusters make you drift.
Oh, right. Even the
I tended to drift right into the asteroid, so I learned long ago, never move.
yeah, that's always been a good strategy. Stay in the center of the screen. Yeah. Also, in the arcades, Atari was no, not Atari. Asteroids was a vector-based game, which means instead of having these graphics, these like TV graphics, you had like little laser wireframe points of light.
Yeah,
That
I remember that style.
now,
I think the guy who does Crash Course Gaming talked about that.
oh yeah,
Up.
yeah, I know. Collision with the satellite.
Yeah.
But comparing the arcade original to this version, I kind of like this version better because of the colors and the sounds of the satellites and UFOs that come by. You might not be able to hear it, but
I could see that being better than the wireframes, but again, you said it yourself.
the technology,
Yeah.
yeah. It didn't really give any excuse why Pac-Man was what it was when we saw it.
Well, Pac-Man, again, Pac-Man was different. I'm trying to think of why. Well, when did the original Pac-Man arcade machine come out?
November of 1980.
That's why. I bet most games were wireframe. I remember when I was in college, which was around 83, 84, the Star Wars game
Oh, I love the Star Wars game.
was wireframe too.
Yeah, I love that. That was
That was a lot of pixels. That was a lot of polygons, actually. That was a lot of polygons.
Yeah, I remember playing that at the
Polygons. See, this one doesn't have nearly as many polygons, I think, as Pac-Man.
right. Oh. You mean
So the mathematics, I bet, for this game is much easier, and that's why they could put colors in, because I'm sure colors don't take up a lot of data.
right. And it's also nice to look at too, for aesthetic purposes.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I bet they had room on the cartridge for it where the shapes, the polygons in Pac-Man were a lot more complicated, which is why they didn't have the space on the cartridge for it.
Oh, right. Also, it might have been because they were given like a certain time frame to actually code the thing, and most games in these days were made by assembly code, which you had to be a rocket scientist in order to understand how to program in assembly code. I tried it. I read up on it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like math. This is like advanced math from the future.
You should ask Kathleen for help.
Kathleen doesn't know anything about assembly code.
No, but she teaches calculus.
Oh. Well, I don't know how much calculus plays into programming, game programming.
Computers, yes. Back then, computers, yes. You had to have calculus to be. I mean, you would have to ask Uncle Pete, actually.
Oh, I tried asking Uncle Pete, and he was like, and he had somewhat of an answer, but I'm pretty sure he had his fair share of trials and tribulations regarding computer programming.
Yeah.
That's why back in...
Actually, he was more of a hardware person than a software person. You know that, Pete.
Oh yeah, that's why he hates Microsoft.
Probably. Our uncle, before it was cool to do so, while people were building transistors in their garage, my uncle had a little workshop in the house, and he was building clocks and computers before it was cool to do so.
Yeah, I love those. I like those days where I could go into his workshop and see what he was working on.
Yeah.
Of course, I was too little to appreciate it.
Any of it.
Yeah,
I never understood half of it.
I think my favorite memory was the oscillator. You know, that little green thing with the little wavy lines that
No, and this is going before you were born.
Uh-huh.
For those of you guys who don't know, Peter and I are 9 years apart. When my sister and I were
9.
little,
Go ahead.
my uncle had if you ever see the old NASA computers, they have those huge reels of metallic tape.
Magnetic tape.
Magnetic tape. Well, my uncle had that in the apartment, and my sister and I would record our voices on it. So we were doing that long before audio cassettes came out. We're talking the 70s here. And that was one of my earliest memories of hanging out with my uncle. But he was always fiddling with chips and computer things. I didn't understand half of it. I was little. I was like 7, 8 years old. But he was doing it. And now I saw something once in the Smithsonian that looked exactly like what he was working on when I was a kid. And he actually does repair hardware for computerized devices like copy machines and medical equipment that requires computers.
Think he can handle a smartphone or a tablet?
He has that.
I know he has it, but can he work with it?
Yeah, I think I've texted him. I know Aunt Janine knows how to text.
Yeah, my mom is kind of starting to learn how to do it. So far, all she can say is yes and call mom, all in one word.
Yeah. Or okay.
Or okay, yeah.
One time I told her I didn't know whether I wanted to eat pizza or ice cream, and I knew she didn't want me to eat either, but she said okay.
So you decided to eat both?
I don't remember. I think I had the milkshake. I'm going to try. Ghirardelli's had a pumpkin spice milkshake, which really wasn't anything great.
Yeah, you could probably get the same kind of thing as a Frappuccino in Starbucks.
Not so much. Ghirardelli's more ice cream.
Oh.
It's an ice cream parlor.
I know it's an ice cream parlor, but Starbucks has has Frappuccinos in pumpkin spice flavor when that flavor is in fashion.
Yeah.
But
they had pumpkin spice chocolate. They did have pumpkin spice chocolate. I don't know if they still do. Now they're probably pushing the peppermint chocolates.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I don't like peppermint.
I had a mint one. I had a mint today.
A peppermint?
Yeah. There was this guy on the corner of Union Square who was conducting interviews on his YouTube channel. And
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you already played this game, but my instinct is to go, watch out!
It's like we're watching from the future, and future me and past me just got blasted away by a 1,000-point UFO. By the way...
Humans cursed the UFOs.
Why? Because they were very small and hard to shoot?
Hard to shoot and usually shot us first.
More so than the satellite?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
18,130.
Either one was fast, and they shot back.
Ah.
And like, you weren't watching them, you were trying to watch the meteors, making sure they don't hit you.
Asteroids.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. I don't know where meteors fit into a video game, but yeah.
What is the difference between an asteroid and a meteor? That's a good question.
I think asteroids just float around in space for...
Meteors are just headed down?
Yeah, meteors just head straight towards like planets or moons and stuff. And when it enters the atmosphere of said planet, it becomes a meteorite.
No, when it hits the ground, it's a meteorite.
Oh.
That's new.
So what is it when it enters the atmosphere?
Still a meteor.
Oh, it's still a meteor. Oh, okay. My sister is also a science nerd, so she knows this stuff. I don't know why my screen is flipping out like that. Must have been the recording.
I don't know. Did it do it the last time we watched it?
I don't remember. I just noticed this as I was editing the footage down.
Oh,
Yes, I did decide to edit the footage into at least less than 45 minutes.
Okay.
Or about somewhere between 30 and 45. Try not to bore our audience.
Okay. And please, if you have any comments to make this a little more entertaining, let us know.
Or if you'd like to
picking on him.
Or if you'd like to join us in our audio commentary, also leave comments below, and we'll tell you everything how to get started. We'd love to hear from you. Like, comment, and subscribe!
And this has been a shameless plug.
Is there anything that we've done that isn't shameless?
True.
What else can we say about asteroids or our experience with
video games?
Yeah. Is this also one of those?
I've never been good at video games for some reason. I don't think I have the reflexes for it.
Yeah, and the older you get, the less your reflexes become accurate.
Well, even when I was a teenager, you beat me at everything. I'll never forget. I went and rented out. Yes, if there was a time you could rent video games from Blockbuster, if that still exists.
I hear it exists in South America.
Oh. I rented out Dr. Robotnik's Bean Bean Machine,
which I own on the Wii Virtual Console. But at the time it was for Sega.
Practice.
Mm-hmm.
He comes home from school, he still beat me! First time playing, he beats me. At a game I practiced at all day. I gave up at that point, knowing that he would always beat me at video games.
I don't think about that too much. So, hey, sometimes I still struggle with the Act 3 of Labyrinth Zone and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Who doesn't? You obviously haven't listened to Brain Scratch complain about Labyrinth Zone.
Oh, I've heard Brain Scratch complain about Labyrinth Zone plenty of times. I can't imagine any gamer that has ever said anything that is less than a compliment about any water level in any Sonic game. Did that make sense?
Yeah, I
Oh,
guess.
okay. But,
I'll have to make it a point to take a little video one day for us,
Yeah.
and I'll send it to you, and then we can both comment on it, because then you can put it on your YouTube channel about the current video games that I see in the arcades in Florida. And most of those arcades are in hotels.
Here's a really stupid question about
Okay.
the arcade games in hotels, particularly the Disney hotels. And I have to warn you, it's
They're
going
not
to.
really old Disney games.
I know they're not Disney games, but they're still arcade games, and it's on Disney property. But here's where here's where I'm going at, and this is the incredibly stupid part. You probably know where I'm going anyway, but
No, I'm not sure I want to, but go ahead.
did they have the Fix-It Felix Jr. Game in any of the Disney arcades?
They used to. As far as I know, big letters.
Uh-huh.
They made a Fix-It Felix Jr. video game, and it's in Disney Quest. But to even walk around Disney Quest, you have to pay over $30. I don't go in there. I would like to go in there and walk around, but I'm not paying $30 to do that for an hour.
I went in there.
I remember you going in. Did you go in with me? You had to have gone in with me. I know I went in once when a bunch of my friends wanted to go in. That was
when we actually had friends.
No, that was 16 years ago.
When we actually had friends.
No, when the gathering was in Florida.
When we actually had... Trust me, Kelly, that's when we had friends. Now we don't.
I love you too, little brother.
Hey, whose fault? Whose fault is it that... if it makes you feel any better, I take at least 78% responsibility for the people who were friends with us going away forever.
Well, I don't know. I thought we just drifted apart, but I'm not going there. Most of them don't know I'm in Florida now.
Shall we keep it that way?
Oh, somebody's gonna find out. Hopefully.
Hopefully not. Remember that one guy?
Let's not go there.
Okay. Not going there. Not going there. Bringing it back to... Bring it in. Actually, I think it was a solo trip. I bought one of those like all-inclusive tickets that included everything. Like
Yeah. No, I think it's when you won the
trip to the
ticket.
Contemporary before it became a Disney Vacation Club resort.
It's not a vacation club thing. It's still a premier hotel though. They have villas now.
That's the Vacation Club part I was
Yeah.
mentioned.
All the hotels have villas now. It's a very big thing. I was talking to a lady on the line at the Candlelight Processional. She belongs to the Vacation Club. She loves it. But she said the best villas are still at Key West. The original
Of course.
Vacation Club resort. I don't know if I'm allowed to go visit those. I just want to visit to see their Christmas trees.
Yeah, that's another thing about this game. Never activate your shields for more unless you really, really need them. See, there's a game variation where you get to use shields, and instead of the hyperspace option, there's also another game where you can horizontally flip, or where you can flip your ship on the on to the opposite side of where you're facing it for quicker maneuverability.
Yeah, well, I know there's a maneuver sometimes where you can just spin around in place, and you avoid sometimes the tiny meteors, asteroids.
That's the.
Watch.
I accidentally hit my thrusters, didn't I?
No.
Yeah, I did. I saw the ship.
An asteroid was coming close to you.
Oh, okay. So.
But yeah, it's December now, and all of Disney is decorated.
Yeah,
How'd you miss that?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess instead of shooting where it was, I should have shot where it was going to be. You know, like in Space Invaders. You know, when they have that one ship in zooming in on the field, going back and forth faster and faster. You're trying to shoot it, and you keep missing it because.
You know what you should do?
What?
I don't know if you can. Can you play Sonic 2006 on your Wii?
Sonic 06 came out for. As far as I know, Sonic 06 came out for the Xbox, the original Xbox, or the PlayStation 3. I'm thinking.
Oh, so you can. Oh well.
Yeah.
That was a good idea.
I don't even think Sonic 06 came out for a Nintendo platform. Not even the. I don't even think the GameCube had it. I know the GameCube had the. And
you still have your Shadow the Hedgehog, right?
I still have Shadow the Hedgehog. No, I haven't gotten back to that because it's too much like work. And I still cannot get the hang of rail grinding.
Well, I know the rail grinding in Shadow the Hedgehog was not perfected yet. I don't think.
Well, it's not just that. I've seen footage of Brain Scratch doing the rail grinding, and how Shadow every time you jump on the every time you jump on the rail while you're grinding, you pick up speed. I've not perfected that. In fact, I didn't even know you could do that. In fact,
those rotten little ships.
Yeah, rotten little ships. Going like find the little alien beasties that pilot those things, and
finally you get one.
Hey, I can get some if I'm careful and have good. I mean, see? It's all a matter of. Speaking of other games to blow stuff up, I also have, and I got this later. I got this. Yeah, I got this later during my the Atari cartridge acquisition, like recently. I have Galaxian.
Oh, that'll be a good game to play.
That is a good game to play. I just wish Galaga was made for the 2600. I think it was made for the later system, the 7800. But either way, it's still good. It's still all good. Got lots of and I think what does it take to open a PO box?
Yeah, you go to the post office and ask them.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I'm just starting this program, so I'm just starting out. You know, there was also a time where I could actually marathon Asteroids. You know, I could gain a whole lot of lives and flip the scoreboard over.
Oh, I never did that in my life.
Well, how often did you play Asteroids? I mean the Atari 2600 Asteroids.
Well, the Atari was yours, Pete, as long as you let me.
Oh, yeah. I remember Mom loved Pac-Man.
Mom loved Pac-Man.
But I don't...
loved Breakout. I loved Breakout.
We still haven't decided if it was Breakout, or Super Breakout.
Well, you had the Atari when it was pretty new, so it had to be the original Breakout.
I guess. Well, when I get around to recording those, we'll...
You gotta remember, I'm old enough that I played Pong.
Okay, that's one game I don't have for the Atari.
Oh, they had that for the Atari?
I think it was on their Video Olympics cartridge. Hang on a second. Let's see through the catalog. No.
Don't use your thrusters!
Well, how am I gonna get back to the center? Sports arena. And of course it's in fine print, so I need my glasses. Alright, let's see. Well, basketball, bowling, football, golf, home run. Here it is, Video Olympics. This game program cartridge is the home of Pong, the original video game, and Super Pong and Foos Pong? And on...
I don't know.
I think this is all Pong games.
That's entirely possible.
Yeah.
I think Museum of the Moving Image in Queens has a section on video games.
Do you think you still do they still have it, or was that just a temporary?
I don't think it was a temp exhibit. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have to go back and check. I'm gonna have to go there one day and check it out. And there we go.
And that's why I tell you not to move. Oh well.
You were saying?
Those are the evil little ships. You know those.
Yes, these are the evil little ships piloted by the little green men from Mars. That
have better aim than you do. Well, actually, you shot that one.
They have better aim, but very short tempers. That Martian language that you hear is equivalent to someone with a case of Tourette's. Yeah.
Okay. That was close enough where that little spin thing might have helped you.
Spin thing? Oh, you mean...
Like I said, you spin in place and you kind of avoid that.
Oh, I see. Well, I either move the stick left and leave it in that left position, or move it right and leave it in that right position.
No, there was a maneuver we always did when the little meteorites got too close, that sometimes we knew that if we spun in place, it would go around us. Like, it wouldn't hit our fat back end. And it would just, hit
the... Oh, I see. I now...
last ditch all. Like, I refused to move. I kept telling you, I refused to move.
Uh-huh.
Like, you see that one?
Yeah.
If you had spun around,
there would have been a good chance that I would have shot it.
Well, sometimes we try to shoot it too, but more than less we were trying to avoid them.
Oh, I got it. I got you.
Like, we knew it was too close.
Right.
Like that little guy. That hit. No, did that hit you, or did a spaceship hit you?
I think the spaceship hit me on that one. I was nowhere near the asteroids.
That one would have hit you.
Okay, that asteroid did hit me.
Yeah, that one would have hit you regardless.
Right on the missile.
I love how sometimes the spaceships help you, though.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They take away the
Like
size
it
of
just
the.
pushed into a asteroid.
Yeah.
Ow, my head's falling asleep.
Did you ever try this technique where? Did you ever try this gimmick where you had like one tiny little asteroid and you wouldn't shoot at it because you wanted to see how many times the tiny UFO would come by?
No, I didn't trust those little UFOs.
But you'd aim for them so all the time, right?
Yeah.
In other words, you wouldn't shoot the asteroid, but you'd shoot the little ships, and rack up like serious pointage.
I don't remember just waiting for the spaceships. I always shot the last asteroid.
No, but I'm saying you leave the last asteroid in place and just focus on shooting the ships as they come by.
No, I don't think I ever did that. It never occurred to me.
I think I saw it in an interview on another Atari game compilation for the PlayStation. It was put out by Midway.
Did you watch the Crash Course Gaming when they talk about Atari?
I'm gonna have to look that up.
That's good research for you, Pete. And though those guys don't know I exist, Crash Course Gaming and all the Crash Course episodes are awesome for everybody. Do watch them.
You know who else is awesome?
Oh,
The Clunes.
who are the Clunes?
It's a sketch comedy channel on YouTube. Their gimmick, they had this video for the Prada body bag. It's all satire.
Yeah, I'm sure.
If you have a sixth sense of humor, you'll get it.
The Vlog Brothers, and who are also responsible for most of Crash Course, their goal is to decrease world suck. And I agree with that.
By making nerdiness awesome.
Well, that too. But they just, wanna, increase the good. Increase the awesome, that's what they call it.
Yeah, and with our presidential administration to come, we need it. What?
We don't flames, no flames.
We're not. I'm not flaming. I'm just telling the truth.
No flaming. I'd rather be able to say "I told you so" than hear people go, "No, that's not gonna happen."
Okay, I'm gonna remain silent on that one.
Thank you.
I got blowed up.
Yeah. And now you have to wait for all those asteroids to go past before you can, appear.
Uh-huh.
Now shoot! Didn't work. That one? Okay.
This is funny. 53,000 points and counting.
And 2 lives left.
Yeah.
That was
and I got
interesting.
what?
The little spaceship was still on the screen when the new asteroids came up.
Oh. I think it's on a.
That's what just avenged you.
I think it's on a clock timer or something like every certain number.
Big one.
Yeah. Like
Which isn't big anymore, but still.
Like every certain time cycle or so, either the satellite will appear, and then after that the UFO will appear continuously.
Yeah.
And the game just gets more challenging.
Yeah, more asteroids.
More asteroids, more. But that's the whole point.
Watch your back.
Yeah. see, is this almost? Yeah, it's about almost that time to wrap up. So, final thoughts?
It's still a cool game. I would still play it if I had it. I probably could find a PC version.
Oh, I'm sure you could find a PC version. Heck, emulation. That's all you need to know.